everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm gonna be doing a story time video, and it's kind of like the guy slash like baby mama drama from hell. Like, I don't even know how I got mixed up in something so crazy. I can't believe I'm even sharing it. I feel like there's things that happen in people's lives and you're just like, everyone needs to know this. Like, this is just like too good to be true. Like, I can't believe this happened to me kind of thing. I need to tell you guys, here's the tea. So I'm not gonna call this guy by his real name. So we'll give him a fake name. Let's call him Michael. So I met Michael in Vegas about like 4 years ago. My best friend at the time had a boyfriend that was into hockey, and him and his best friend were on hockey teams. So we were literally going to Vegas like every other month for like a year. It was crazy. We go to Vegas this time, and my friend was like, oh, one of my other friends is in town and she's with her friends. We should go over to her hotel, hang out with them, like, you know, and then go out later to a club or a bar or whatever. And I was like, okay, totally down. So we all get ready, and it was, Patrick was with me, my best friend Patrick, and then one of my other best friends at the time, her name's Agnes, and then we were with her boyfriend and the best friend, Eric and Ryan. So we head over to the hotel. It was the Venetian, and we get there, and in the room we meet one of like my closest friends still today, Allie, and then we met her friend, and I don't know if I should say her name or not because I don't know if she wants to be in this, so let's call her like Lucy. Lucy came and brought this guy, Michael. So when we get to the hotel, it's just Lucy and Allie in the room. We get there, we're all mingling, laughing. We're like, okay, like, let's go out. Like, we drank, whatever. So they're like, oh, we have to wait for someone. Like, Lucy has her friend Michael, and he's coming back to the room. So we're just like, the room was like huge. There was like a whole different section for like a living room, and the other one, it was like the honeymoon suite. And then there was a whole different like bed and stairs and blah, 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 blah. We're sitting on the couch, and in walks this guy, Michael, and he comes over straight down, introduces himself to me, starts talking to me, whatever. Just so you guys have like a mental picture of Michael, he's about like 5'8", 5'9", shorter, but he's like light skin, half black, half white, big blue eyes, like has like a half sleeve or a whole sleeve, and very chiseled. Like, he's a good looking dude. So we're just like talking, whatever, blah, blah, blah. One thing leads to the next, and Patrick just like forces us together and was like, you know, like, you guys spend the night together, we're all gonna go out. So all of a sudden, like, everyone just randomly leaves me in this room with this guy I've never met in Vegas. So they all leave, and me and this guy are like sitting next to each other. I don't even know what to say to him. Like, yes, we were talking, but it was like they all just left like so suddenly. This was like something Patrick plotted on me. It was horrible. So we just ended up like hanging out the whole night. We, you know, did whatever, went wherever, whatever. And fast forward, so that ends. He lives in LA, I live in Orange County, and so we decide that we're gonna start talking, whatever. So we start seeing each other, and then we become boyfriend, girlfriend, that whole thing. And over time, like, we just like didn't work as a couple. Like, he was just so like, he was crazy. Like, he's always been crazy. Like, I should have known this from the start. Like, oh my God, you guys. He tried to like punch me in the face one time, and then he like, me and my like gay best friend took a picture in bed together, and he got really like crazy about that. He would like follow me on the freeway and like chase down my car if he was angry at me. Like, he was just like too crazy, you know? So we decided, like, you know, it's not gonna work out. And we just stopped dating. Fast forward, stop talking, I start seeing someone else. I'm dating someone in Orange County now, blah, 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 whatever. And I break up with them, that doesn't work. And he hits me up again and was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I really don't want to date this guy. He's crazy, like, blah, 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 but like, I was so bored. So we start like talking again, but no boyfriend, girlfriend type stuff. And we just decided, like, you know, like, we're just good, like, as like dating, you know, like, going out on dates and like friends with benefits kind of situation. But we decided like we weren't gonna see anyone else. So while we were like dating and stuff, we were just gonna see each other, but if we saw someone else that caught our eye, like we were just like free to go. Like we knew we didn't want to be like a couple ever, or like actually be together. Over the span of 4 years, me and Michael were on and off again, in a sense, like always like dating if I wasn't seeing someone else. We stopped talking for a long time because I started seeing someone else, so I didn't talk to him for like a year. And then after that ended, I was just like, didn't really feel comfortable with guys for a minute because I had just went through a really dramatic situation with another guy. So I was just like, ugh, like I'm not ready. And I was just about to move to LA, and I had so many life changes going on. I was like, I definitely like want to go out and have fun, but I like don't like have time to like invest in anyone else. So I moved to LA, fast forward to last year in October. And I don't know, we started talking again. He hits me up. He's like, you're in LA now. Like, things are so much easier. Like, let's just, like, see each other. So we started dating, but, like, again, no boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. Just, like, dating, you know, that whole situation. And he starts telling me, like, he's in love with me. I didn't know someone so special someone that I met in Vegas would become so special to me, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God. I'm thinking this guy probably just wants to like trap me in his life. He's just like saying everything, and I'm just like, no, like I don't want to hear it, like blah, blah, blah. Like I don't feel the same way. He would be like, you can tell me if you feel the same way. Like, no, I don't, like stop. Like, I thought we had an understanding. What happened? So I should have known then that he was gonna get crazy, right? Even crazier, if that's possible. We started dating, whatever, you know, whatever we do, and seeing each other again. And then we take into the best part of this story. I go on vacation a couple months ago. So this was like very like, not very, but like somewhat recent. So I go on vacation a couple months ago. I tell him I'm going on vacation, blah, 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 like peace out, see you in a week. I come back in town 5 days later. 5 days later, you guys, I go out of town, come back to town. I get on the plane. I get off the plane. I land in LAX. I turn on my phone, and the first thing I see is one of my friends sent me a screenshot of his Facebook. And on his Facebook, he was holding a baby, and it said like, my Sunday afternoon with my daughter. I almost my pants, you guys. Like, I didn't even know what to think. I didn't know what to feel. I was like, oh my God, like I can't believe this. Like, he had a baby. I leave for one weekend, and the guy I was seeing has a baby. What? Okay, so I was just like, oh my God, like I can't believe this. Like, so then I started like backtracking, and I'm like, so obviously a baby takes 9 months to make. And so I like did the timing and whatever. And like around the same time he was like telling me he was in love with me and blah, 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 was around the same time this child was conceived. So in all honesty, I think he was just like looking for a baby mama, and like he wanted to have a kid because he would have discussions with me, like, so we had to stop seeing each other for like a while because he would have weird discussions with me, and I think he just really wanted children. That's what it comes down to. And I'm just like, nah. I mean, I want children, just not right now. I'm 20. Anyways, so I get this picture of babies, of him holding babies, and I'm just like, whoa. I didn't even want to, like, my first instinct was not to like confront this kid because I was really sad. Like, obviously, like, my first reaction was like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this, like, blah, 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 you know, normal girl stuff. So then, basically, I had to call my girl Allie, you know, and we had to plot. So I call her up and I was like, girl, you would never believe what happened. And then when I told her, cause she knew him and she knows all his friends and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh no, like, girl. So we were on it, you know. And the day I found out he had his baby, it had just been born like a week prior. So this is like, I'm talking a newborn, fresh ass baby. So a week later after his child was born, but 3 days after I find out, he texts me I couldn't even believe it, you guys. Like, I couldn't even do it. I was like, he has so much nerve. Like, he must think I'm Helen Keller. He must think I'm Stevie Wonder. Like, I have eyes in social media, okay? So, so I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. Like, I'm gonna like go over to his house. Like, I'm gonna pretend like nothing's wrong, and then like I'm gonna bust his ass, you know? So I was like, hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, how was your trip? And I was like, you know, small chat. So he goes, do you want to come over tonight? And I was like, yeah, totally. And he was like, okay, come over on blah, 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 blah. So, right, I'm getting ready. I'm like on a mission from God. So I go over to this fool's house, and the first, like, I was so ready. I had all the pictures on my phone, the screenshots, like everything my friends had sent me. Side note, we had decided in this whole like arrangement agreement, we were not gonna like have each other on social media. So I didn't like follow him on anything, and he didn't follow me on anything, but like obviously like we check out each other's social medias. So I don't know why he's so dumb. But anyways, so I get there, and like he's standing at the door with the door already open, and like my first thing is like, where is this child? Like, is it in the room? Is it in the house? Like, is he married? Does he have a girlfriend? Like, how many girls has he been sleeping with? Like, well, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, ooh, I need the answers. And he goes in to kiss me, and I like block him, and he like thought I was just being weird or something, I guess, and he goes in to kiss me again, and I was like, so then he's like, okay, he's like, what's wrong? And then I like turn around, I go on my phone, and I turn around, and I was like, what is this? And he like literally like ghost. He like didn't even know what to say. He didn't even know what to do. He was like, what do you mean? Out of all the things you could say, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? Like, oh my God. So he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, what is this? And he's like, what do you mean? And he literally, I shit you not, guys, says, what do you mean for about 2 minutes straight to everything I say. Like, I didn't even know what to do with this kid. So then after like 3 minutes of what do you mean, he's like, you guys, I don't even know how I'm so stupid. He's like, this happened before we were going out, again, blah, blah, blah. So I did the timeline, and there is a very good chance that it happened before I was seeing him, but like once you guys hear this ending, like obviously we know. He's like, it happened before you, blah, 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 like this and that. And I'm just like, do you think I'm stupid, blah, blah, blah. So then he like really gets into it. And here's the plot twist of life. Like, you end up feeling bad for the kid for a second. So he was like, I didn't tell anyone. And this kid, like, if you knew this kid, you'd believe it. Like, you'd believe this kid would like hide a baby for 9 months and not tell anyone and blah, blah, blah. Like, he's so weird. He's like a little, I don't know him. So actually, I don't know. So he's like, my family shamed me because I didn't tell them. I told them the day before she was born, and they told me that like I'm a disgrace to the family, and I took like the joy out of my mom being a grandma, and like no one will talk to me. He's like, I lost my 2 best friends because I didn't tell them. He's like, I told my friends after my daughter was born 3 days later, and they were all like mad and pissed. Well, like, no shit, like your best friend has a baby and like shows up to your house one day with a baby, like what the are you gonna say, right? He's like the best liar I've ever met now, like when I think about it. So like he goes and tells this whole ridiculous story about how like his life is totally like in the and then I go like, how do I know you're not married? Like, how do I know you don't have a girlfriend? And he's like, no, like when she was like 5 months pregnant, she got into a relationship with another guy. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, what guy like wipes up a girl that's 5 months pregnant with another guy's baby? I mean, I'm sure it happens, but like, I don't know. And like, he showed me her Instagram, and there was like no photos of anything but her on it. So I was just like, that's weird, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, I didn't know what to think about it. And it was like, either way, I was done with him. Like, there was no way like, you know, I was gonna like see this fool ever again. So I felt really bad for him, and I was like, you know, like, I can't see you ever again. Like, we're never gonna see each other. Like, this is over. Like, never contact me again. Like, it's done. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, so gross. Like, you're disgusting to me. And he's just like, start crying. And I'm like, oh my God. So he starts crying and is like, you don't leave my life. Like, I know you're such a good woman, like, blah, 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 like, you've always been so good, and la, 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 and, you know, just like, giving me the ear talk, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, I don't care if this guy proposed to me right now, like, I want to leave. So, he's just telling me, like, how much he loves me, and he's like, we'll go on a great date this weekend, like, I'll make it up to you. You're gonna make up to me with a date that you were like sleeping with some other girl and had a baby? No, thank you. I don't know. I felt really bad because I believed his story. So I was like, if you need a friend, like, you can text me, but I don't think like we should ever see each other again. But meanwhile, I'm thinking, he just told me that like his baby mama is some big whore and she has a boyfriend now and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, okay, like, I don't need to say anything to this girl because she has a boyfriend and she's, you know, this and that. She's living her life, you know? So I didn't think anything of it. So then we take an even more dramatic turn. He's still trying to hit me up every day for like a week. It's like, I miss you, I love you, come over, this, that, blah, blah, blah. For a week, I am in the hospital with my mom, who I find out has terminal cancer. And my friend texts me a picture that he posted with the baby mama and the baby. And I'm like, this kid, like, he thinks I'm Ray Charles at this point. Like, I don't know what to think. He literally posted the photo of his baby mama and his baby saying, they are my world. A minute, either, I don't know, it could be vice versa. Before or after he posted that photo, he sent me a text message asking me to come over, telling me that, like, he loved me. So I was like, not like dead inside, like I didn't care, but I was just like, oh my God, like some people really don't have souls, you guys. I was like, you're literally the worst kind of human there is. You're a huge liar, you're a cheater, like this and that, like just went in on him. So I send him that. He doesn't reply. So I'm like, at this point, I was like, I'm telling the baby mama, because he's obviously lying. They're either together, working on something, I don't know. So then I hit up the baby mama on Instagram and I'm like, yo, I just want to let you know, you are messing with like a huge cheater, a scammer, liar, like he's a horrible dude. Like I've known him for 4 years now. Like it's like no good. Like I'm not telling you to leave your baby daddy or anything. I'm just like letting you know what's up and here's what's been going on. She texts me back and she was like, send me pictures, send me everything. So I sent her Facebook messages, I sent her Instagram photo or messages, I sent her text messages, phone calls, like I sent her everything. And she's like, how long has this been going on for? And I was like, well, like kind of on and off since 2013. And she's like, me and him have been dating for 5 years. Like, how does someone get away with that for 5 years? Like, he should make, like, the dummies how to get away with cheating, like, long term. Like, I don't even know. So me and this girl go back and forth, and it turns out when I had messaged her, she was with him. And so I wouldn't personally do this, but she told, like, if I had just found out my boyfriend was cheating on me that I just had a baby with, and another girl texts me and says she has proof that my guy's been seeing someone else, like, I'm not gonna say anything till I've seen everything, you know what I mean? Like, so then he texts me back in the meantime before she had just told him and was like, oh, like you should come over, blah, blah, blah. So then I was like, did you like not see what I said, blah, blah, blah. So he just he's like, oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. That's why I wanted you to come over. I was like, you asked me to come over at 9 p.m. at night to tell me that you wifed up your baby mama. Okay, sure. So he starts like, you know, like when like liars get caught, like they try to look like they're not liars, right? So he just like plays that the whole time. Since the messages were so far back and everything, and I'd sent her everything, he sends me this message and was like you're such a bitch for changing the dates and like sending fake messages. I would never go through the trouble to send someone fake text messages and B, try to find out how to change a date of a text message or Facebook message or whatever. Like, I don't even think that's possible. So I was like, you're crazy. Like, that's not even possible. You're a liar. You're a cheater. There's no way you're gonna get away with this. Like, I can't even, like, I couldn't do it. So, like, he just, like, keeps trying to message me back so that, like, you know, like, so he could show the girl and be like, see, like, she's crazy. But I had so much proof, like, any normal, like, human in general would not believe, like, a word this kid said. Like, I have 4 years of messages, phone calls, text messages, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's all there. Like, oh my God, this kid's delirious. So the baby mama, she thought I knew. And she thought I just didn't care. Like, I was some ratchet thought that was like, I don't know. So I was like, no, girl, like, I didn't know. So I, like, had to tell her, it's like, he told me that you were, like, some whore and that you had a boyfriend and this and that. And I was like, even then, I still wasn't gonna mess with him anymore when I found out about the baby, blah, blah. I didn't know, like, or else I would have told you I'm sorry. So she thought that, like, I knew about her this whole time, and she then was like, you should have told me, I wouldn't have had this baby. And then I was like, oh my God, like, children aren't mistakes. So I, like, definitely didn't want her to feel bad about having a baby just because it was some lame ass guys. So I was just like, you know, like, your baby's beautiful, like, whatever the outcome is, like, you know, I just really believe that everything happens for like a reason, and the universe, like, is gonna have it all. So I just told her, I was like, you know, the universe is on your side, you're still beautiful and young, and, like, you have so much going for you, like, focus on your baby, do you, blah, blah, blah. Like, I ended up giving this baby mama, like, a ton of advice, and, like, she was like, got my number and this and that. We're not friends. She hasn't, like, hit me up or anything like that. Next second I checked, he deleted every social media he had. Everything was gone. You couldn't find anything about this kid on the internet. Like, he went boom without a trace. That is the story of the baby mama drama / guy from hell. Like, it was just so bad. I still can't believe it to this day. Moral of the story, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Do not bring it home. Like, don't even try. It's just gross. You know, leave it in Vegas. Vegas is Vegas for a reason. Thank you guys for listening to my crazy, crazy story. Let me know if you guys have any crazy stories in the comments. I definitely want to hear. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see, and I will definitely catch you guys soon with my next video. And much more to come. Thank you.